All right, y'all, we need to talk about Bitcoin because for the past 2 days, Bitcoin has been pushing up against a very important area of resistance. And indeed, that is this daily level right here of about $48,340. Now, why is this area so important? Well, if we go to a daily time frame and we zoom out a little bit, we can see on my chart here that not only is this a daily level of resistance, but it's also a Fibonacci golden pocket. We can see right here, we've got the golden pocket coming in. Not only that, but if we analyze the volume in this larger range that we've been trading in since about the 5th of August, we can see that the value area high comes in right about at this level also. So if Bitcoin is able to come above this very important area of resistance, we don't have very much until we get back up to 53K. Look, we have really nothing here except this massive move up and massive move down before we get to 53K. And 53K is really the last resistance that we get to before we get to some of those higher resistances, like around 56 to 58K. Now, what has been happening is we have been consolidating here for quite some time. If we go to the 1 hour time frame again and we just zoom out, we can see that, since really about October 1st, which is now it's October 3rd, so the past 2 days, we've been unable to break above this area of daily resistance. Now, what is my plan moving forward? Well, basically, if we are unable to hold above this daily level and this value area high, then I am kind of expecting the Bitcoin price to come back down to these lower supports. The supports below us right now are, first of all, we have this important point of control right down here at about 45.9. Then we have the low area of the range down here at about 43.7. And of course, if we pull out a good old fib, we can get some levels that we can look for, potentially some of these fib levels. We can see we have some nice confluence here with the golden pocket support around the value area low, some nice confluence here at the point of control with the 382 fib level. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. But if we can break above this resistance, then I am expecting us to come at least to 53K. And so personally, right now, I've got myself loaded up in some really nice long positions. So I'm in two main Bitcoin longs right now. One of them is down from around 40K. The other one is down from around 42K. These are trade setups that we had been looking at in the VIP Discord. We can see here back on the 20th of September, we were looking at the fact that 39.7 was a very important area of support where I would long if we came down into that zone. And of course, we did come right down into that zone, getting a bounce right off of the top of that white box. So that's the first long position that I got into there. So that's what's so great about TA, guys. You can look in advance and see where is price going to bounce, and then you have a plan for when price does come there, and we get the bounce right off of that level, and then we continue to come up from that level, right? Pretty much longing the exact low of the move right from this wick right down here, still in that long position. And then again, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, market cipher B had given us a very juicy bullish divergence right here where we see momentum and money flow coming up as the price continues to come down. And that was this second trade that I got into over on PHEMEX. High leverage, I don't mess around with that, right? I used to be into low leverage, now I'm into high leverage. So I'm ready to go as far as if we break out, okay? Now, locally, what is going on locally? It looks like we're forming some kind of a bull flag. And I had yesterday, if you are in the VIP Discord, you know that I was also yesterday in the live stream, I was looking at some levels where I was expecting potentially a bounce. So yesterday, these were some of the trade setups I was looking at, potential trade setups, one of them being a chickens drinking water / bounce off this golden pocket / VAL. If we come back to the chart, we can see that we absolutely, although we came a little bit lower than I was expecting, we still took out this low right here and got a bounce out of that area. So I actually did get in another long last night right from this area here, and that long is currently up over 40%. So I'm in 3 longs hoping for the breakout. Now, of course, as many of you know, I'm also in a short position from the daily level because of the fact that the last post that I made on Friday night was that I'm looking to short if we get a bearish divergence coming into the 0.65/daily level, right? I was looking to short if we came to this orange line right here, which we had not hit yet, with a bearish divergence. And so if we come over here, we can see that when we do hit the orange line, we in fact do get a bearish divergence. If we go down to a lower time frame here, we can see quite clearly we got the price making a higher high and the momentum making a lower high. So I'm actually in a short from this daily level right here. That trade is up 111%. Well, not anymore, but I took profits out when we hit that golden pocket. So the area that I entered my long, I took a portion out of this short. And so right now, I'm kind of in a position where regardless of what happens, I have open trades where I will be able to profit. But locally now, we can see that we've got some more levels that we can look at. So we got our bounce right out of this golden-ish pocket area, right? We didn't quite touch the 786, but I would say we got a bounce out of this area, not necessarily the level. And now if we pull a fib from this swing low down here to this swing high up here, in fact, I do need to adjust this fib just a smidgen now because of the fact that we put in a slightly higher high there. We can see that, you know, we do have some very clear supports below us. We have the point of control of this little mini range here, lining up perfectly with the 382. And then we have the value area low of the range lining up very nicely with the golden pocket in the 786 area. And then we still have the 786 above us, which we have yet to reject off of. So we do have some local areas, you know, depending on which way this range breaks, we have some opportunities to get into some nice positions while we're still consolidating in this what appears to be a bull flag to either break up or down. So right now, my plan is to just look at these local levels and load up on positions. If I see a nice scalp entry and then hoping to hold that scalp for potentially more of a swing trade. And of course, we always have to be on the lookout for the chickens drinking water, y'all. We have to be on the lookout for the chickens drinking water. So that is basically it for Bitcoin, guys, today. You know, we have the macro levels that we're looking at. If we break above, we know what resistances we're looking to short. If we break below, we know what supports we're looking to long. And in the meantime, we've got this local range right here where we have the levels that we're looking at to potentially get into either a long or a short position in the anticipation of the break of this bull flag. Because, you know, when we zoom out here, it really does just look like a bull flag, does it not? And I am leaning bullish, to be honest with you guys. I'm leaning bullish. If we go to the 7-day time frame, shout out to Chris, we see we got a green dot on the 7-day time frame. We go to the 3-day time frame, green dot just printed. We come to the daily time frame. There's still some more room for this to come up a little bit here. There's more room for this momentum wave to come up. And so I'm expecting a high probability, you know, of course, if we break this resistance, that we will have another leg up at least to this area and hopefully higher, of course, if we're unable to break the resistance and we come down from here, because right now we are printing a 24-minute red dot on Market Cipher B for Bitcoin, then I am looking still down to these lower supports. All right, y'all. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video if you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy technical analysis updates, trading tutorials, and that kind of stuff, y'all. God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next, what is this thing called again? What is this thing called? We're down here in the TA dungeon where we make those gains, guys. I'm talking about deadlifts, squats, bench presses, overhead presses, weighted chins, weighted pull-ups. We don't train calves. Peace.